Hello. Hopefully everything's working as usual. He sounds incredibly confident in that. Yeah, as usual, I'm back with Factorio. And some really good news. I did watch the first run through of this train. I've actually paused it temporarily, put it into manual mode, because it actually lags the game quite badly now when it's running. The UPS drops to like 50-ish, and considering I'm about to like start embarking on building stuff, I decided to leave it for now. The good news is this has run for somewhere between 30 and 40 hours. Fortunately, my server crashed sometime last night, and I didn't restart it until a few hours ago, so it kind of lost a good portion of its time. But out of the 100 thingies that are along here, half of them, just over half of them, are filled. Yeah. Which is rather good news. This thing's got 1.9 million in it, which is pretty terrifying in its own right. Yeah, so it's working. I only have one concern, which is what I was just looking at, which is, if you remember from last time, these two containers contained about 80 and 90,000 track. As you can see right now, this has grown to 104 and 122,000, so I've somehow gained 40,000 track. That concerns me, because that means that theoretically, eventually, this will back up. I mean, it's going to take forever to do. Like, forever. But it will do it. So, yeah, minor problem. In terms of a solution to that problem, what I'm thinking is if I hook up a logic circuit to these two, and then effectively divert the steel when there's above, say, 40,000 track in each of these, so 80,000 total. And effectively just divert the steel to a train, which will then push it back into the system up here. Which is because everything goes through here, I can effectively put another storage chest here. Just do it since I've got the Factorio Reach on. That's not quite... Well, put that too close, whatever. And use that to effectively switch off the production of new steel. Weird that that one's working, but the others aren't. Weird. Anyways. Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm thinking, is I'll just do that. Yeah, the only slight complication is how the hell I get the steel over there, because I've probably got to get it to cross these two tracks, and I guess then stop somewhere here and just dump it over the end. I've got fuel both here, and of course this will be inside the circuit network up here, so I can easily refuel it. Yeah. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do, and I don't know how important it's going to be, because the last time I checked these were about this full as well. So I don't know whether or not when I ran it the second time and kind of the steel was still a bit messed up, if there was a bit extra in it. And that's what's creating this extra track that's appeared. Yeah. I might keep an eye on it. If I just do... Can't do it from here. I'll go over and do it, and I'll just circuit net one up to here, and I'll just keep an eye on what the final number is. And then next time I come, if it's gone up... Well, actually, if I do that, I can then record what the number is. And if the number's gone up, I know I've got a problem. So that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. So other than that, my goal for today is to start yellow science. I haven't decided. I know I was talking about here, maybe? Did I talk about that, or am I imagining I talked about that? I think I was thinking making a square across here, because I thought it'd be kind of cool to have this bit bridged across the water. I think that's where I got to. I think the difference this time, though, is rather than try and focus the resource pools on the track, I'm going to build a rail network kind of maybe in this section, which will then gather the resources, do the initial process, and dump them into the train in, I'm going to say, a cross between this system and this system. I'll use the trains to get it here, and I'll then dump it in chests at approximately the right location, and use the conveyors to then load from like single chests into like multiple cuts in a similar way I've done up here. I think that's probably the most logical way to do it, because you'd be amazed, like, if I actually may as well just do it anyway. This is at 3 at the moment, isn't it? So let's just do 4. Let's put a passenger present in there so it holds it at 4. But yeah, you'll see in that UPS just how much it drops when all the conveyors start to run in this. Because of course it's loading up 200 conveyors, which are all taking out of chests. And then of course it's got all the ones in between. And so there's a lot of interactions between the conveyors here. And I think it's quite a complex system. It's not completely simple. You've got loads of effectively inserters running as well. Like hundreds. Maybe even thousands. So, yeah, I think a combination of the two is going to work best. Now, I've done the stupid thing is, I said I would go through these calculations and actually check that my yellow science ones are correct. I haven't done this. I haven't even worked out the final numbers. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say to that. Oh yeah, here it goes. If I drop out of that, so you can actually, like, yeah, 40 UPS, and I can guarantee you all of that is almost in the loading, because when it moves on to like number 5 and 6, or when it gets beyond 5, so it's no longer doing the loading, it's not as harsh of an impact. I actually got scared earlier loading into this game, because when I first loaded in, the little catch-up bar that appears actually started going backwards. I was like, oh, that's not good. Now I can deal with that, because I can go on the server and I can either pause or slow the game down to allow the computer to catch up. It was just the concept of, oh, that's not great. So I'm going to leave that for a moment. I'm going to, because I forgot to bring a drink in before I started, so I'm going to go grab one quick.
Sabemos que no me mereces, yeah, lo sé. Yo perdí mi tiempo, yeah, y tú alguien que te amaba, es que eso no lo entiendo, yeah. Si es que Judas me besaba, no sé qué imaginar, yeah, que me iba a virar, yeah. Es que tan falsa te siento, yeah.
That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, so this game is now officially starting to struggle. No real surprise there, considering how much stuff is in it. I'm actually half tempted to consider stopping the research that's running in this base to effectively, because it's a bunch of stuff it doesn't have to process. Might try that actually and just see if it actually makes a difference. I suspect it won't make a huge difference. Who knows? It's a bit hard to judge. We're now up to closer to 50, so that's a promising sign, I guess. Oh yeah, this is gonna... so it actually stops. Yeah, between all of the big machines running, which is, let's face it, running quite a lot of stuff through them. I mean, I go 10 minutes, clear these. Like, suddenly my own plates has gone up. What was it? Still a reasonable number. Actually, that's probably about where it was. It's probably the standard's like down here somewhere. Yeah, that'll be the standard. 60,000, whereas this is up to 200 and something thousand. It's not like this isn't quite a lot of production that's running. I guess the fluids are always a fun one to look at. Those look a bit more normal. Probably because this is actually running all of them, whereas this is only running one of them. But yeah, it's actually finally caught back up again. Obviously enough of the conveyors have stopped moving that it can do it. Yeah, because it's now just refilling the chests. So it seems to be fine at that point. It's the actual, like, dumping everything into the cars because of how many conveyors it hits. It'll be interesting to see if at the moment, if I ran this train, which I don't really have a way of running without problems, if it would cause a similar issue. Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to have to start, rather than like loading each of these with an individual conveyor, kind of work out what the minimum number I need is and just start stacking them up. Because it's loading faster than it needs. So I've got time to kill. Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at with all this. Yeah, that's just kind of it. It's working. It's just a bit chunky at the moment. So, yeah, I dread to think what it's going to be like when this thing actually runs at full whack. I don't think the game is going to like it very much. Which gives me no real surprise. Let's face it. This game, I don't think, is really designed to do this kind of stuff. As much as it's handling it amazingly well, and it really is, I'm not convinced it's designed for this. Right, the other thing I'm going to do while I'm here is I'm going to remove some of the... this one, however, I will keep. So just put you. I then need to put the constant combinator down, which has 227,000. 227k, 227k. Actually, I'll go as far as to make my life easy. I'll put that in. Right, let's go get rid of some more of these. Because there's a whole load of them now down here. Where I was trying to work out exactly how far down it got. I missed one apparently. Because I don't think I actually need to see this right now, apart from that one spot to check the track. I don't think I need to see any of this. So I'm just going to take them all away. Which is not going to be the most exciting thing. Yeah, so I think overall my goal for today in terms of the yellow science is try and get the track built and try and get the trains over there. I think that's my initial goal. I think. How many of these are we up to now? 3,483. Cool. Right, yeah. Oh, whatever. No, I don't actually need those in. Okay. So the last thing I need to do is remember how the hell I get across here, and I think I have to go the other way, don't I? And of course there's one over here where the train pauses, let's say. Yeah, there's still quite a lot of stuff in these train cars. I mean, it isn't really surprising. That plunges this into darkness apart from that. The solar panels have gotten bigger as well. Again, I haven't placed any this time because I was like, yeah, I need to learn my lesson about doing that. And I finally did. So, yeah, I've officially hit 1 million solar panels. Oh, I can't do that one because it's connected to the mini network, isn't it? I don't know exactly how many over I am because I've placed quite a lot since then. But, a lot. Yeah. 1 million. It's a shame it doesn't give you a higher resolution. I could probably use that, actually. 905. What ratio have I got these things into? 161 to 192. 161 times 192. I'm actually getting close to the 1.1 million then. 1,080,000. And a bit. Cool. Quite where the bits are, I don't know. It'll be in the resolution of the 905k, won't it? Right. So, I'm going to go back here. I'm going to grab a whole bunch of track. I can get rid of some of this stuff. Will resume you since you don't actually affect me building, but I might have to stop you while I'm like overnight to help the UPS of this thing for the purple science. Right. Wow. Finally gotten to the point where stone is actually clogged up in here. Really? Oh my god, that's actually terrifying. Oh, 50,000 is the limit of what's in it. Oh god, this is going to make the crowbots go crazy. To be fair though, probably not a million miles off actually, like... That's quite a few robots. I would say I feel sorry for them, but I really don't. If anything, I think that's kind of funny. Yeah, I'm an evil person, aren't I? Oh yeah, other thing. Remember I looked at how many things this had done. What was I at? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so 59 million. I actually found one that might actually compete with that, which is this. 1, 2, 3. No, it doesn't. Only 11 million. I thought it. I obviously misread my numbers. But yeah, I thought this thing might actually compete. Apparently, it doesn't, though. That's a shame. Right. Anyways, enough gawking. Go build trains. So, yellow is going to go up here. I guess I need to route it across somewhere. I might have to move. Yeah, that's a bit awkward. I mean, is it awkward? Do I actually care if this thing goes across this track? But basically it's going to go up here and across here. I think. That means this is going to go across here and up here. So I will build from here first. Because I really don't fancy going this way around. It just seems like a bad idea. So yeah, let's go start with that. I also want one train and 2 of you. Because building on the trains is definitely a lot easier. Much easier to manage the robots from the trains. I can't tell you how many times I've built this piece of track now. What way on 3 or 4 now? Oh, that'll do. Alright, let's pick that up. I still need to work out how I'm going to do these unloading things. Come on, robots. Oh, look at that. Almost like I planned it. We know I didn't. But I can claim it. Right. Don't actually need the power poles up this one, do I? Just... no, whatever. Let's do... that. We need to remove all of you guys. Remove you. And then put you down. So I did that basically just to make a nice neat track. Right. Perfect. Where's my train? Where's my train? There's my nuclear fuel. Keep picking up that end one. There we go. Again, I'll offline go and sort the trees out. No, I didn't want you to save. To that. Where am I actually going up to? I'm going to say I'm going up to that iron. Yeah, that looks about right. Fair though, I might not have to put in like expansion coils on this one. It may just be long enough that it just survives. Unlike my track, which is not going to survive very long, because that 6,000 is going very quickly. Oh good, it misses that. That wouldn't have been very funny. Well, to be fair, all I'd done is kink the thing around, so... wouldn't have caused much of an issue. Doo-doo. Iron. Should be pretty soon. There it is. Turn the corner. Get you down. There we go. At some point I also need to actually re-include the power poles. I will have to do that then. Come on, robots. Right. Out. Out track. Uh-oh. Obstacle in the way. Obstacle not in the way. It's actually one of the first... oh god, I've got a stray robot. It's actually one of the first ones I've hit doing that. That's kind of a rare event. There you go. Yeah, there's no way this one is actually going to need... oh, I'll go back for my robot. Go back approximately to the oil fields. Here. There he is. This is where I have the fun game where I'm about to go, where did I leave the train? Because I left it in the middle of the woods, didn't I? There, I think. I'm glad that running along the track actually worked. I was really concerned I was going to lose my train for a bit. Yeah, in terms of what I'm going to do, I'm basically going to replicate this, but on its side somehow. Probably one and then quite a lot longer. Haven't really decided yet. I may even do a bit of a squiggly. Right. Oops. The nice thing about this is I don't have to worry about the robots messing up. Oh. There we go. Right. Let's carry on going. And I'm about to run out of track again. Oh, I want to go pick up more track. The robots can recover themselves. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh. That would explain why it just went black. Wood getting rid of time. How much wood have I now clicked into this thing? I don't even want to know, actually. Yeah, fish though. That's an unusual one. There we go. I don't actually know how long I want to go along here, so I'm actually just going to stop there for now. While I go... What do I want to do again? Right. So again, I'm going to play my finger trick, and I'm going to hold my fingers up and try and approximately work out what space I've got. So if I start, let's say, here, I should actually keep my finger held like this. Why do I always do this with the wrong hand and have to use left-handed mouse for a bit? Right. About there, let's see. And tag. Confirm. I'm going to use my other hand and be sensible about this. Two. Tag. 3. And tag. 4. Oops, I just broke my screen. I don't want to add pink. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ideally, I like to go up for number 5. Actually, hang on. Or I carry on too far with that. What is the... How am I going to do this? Let's put it that way. Right. So I think I'll do this in a similar way to before. Copper is going to disappear, and it's become wire straight into it. Wire. Copper, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. I can then cut you, move you up one. Cut you, move you up one. Right. Wire. I was going to say that's an awful lot of wire compared to that, but then I realised it's making blues, which use, like, what's the recipe? 20 to 2. So, yeah, I can believe that's about 20 times that. Okay. So, same deal. Wire, get rid of copper. Actually, I don't think I need to do anything more for that one. Yes, I do. Wire, get rid of copper. Nine. Okay, fine. Where else have I got copper? Okay, so I actually need those two still in there. Wire. 1, 2, 3. I missed a wire there somewhere. Why did that not work? Wait, what? What? That's really random. Hang on. Yeah, fine. Cool. Whatever. Right. I think I'll do the same for steel as well. So, move this lot here. No, I don't want steel for barrels, I just want steel. I'll probably do this steel and this iron from a deposit that's sort of related to this. Related to all this stuff. Honestly, I just think it's simpler to do it that way. I may just train it in from the main ones and up the main ones a bit, but for now I'm going to do it this way. Right, no steel in that one. There is, however, steel in this one. Do my usual tidy up. Not actually much steel in this one, is there? I mean, I'm not complaining. Right, I think I'll also be removing that one. That's not what I want to do. Steel can disappear, steel can disappear. Iron. Perfect. Equals steel. Plus steel. There's not much steel required in this one, actually. It's interesting, I didn't know that. Right. I definitely think I'm going to take out this. I think, honestly, it's so much copper that it's just not worth loading it into the drain. I think the plastic in this are quite reasonable, and there's actually quite a lot of cars required for the low density structures themselves. But I just think the copper's too much. So technically also, let's take that out. Because this is going to be done on a separate location. Right. All the others. That's a lot of iron, but I think that's a fair enough thing. Like, that's a lot of greens. I mean, right. The next thing I'm going to do is work out how many stops are needed. So, what's this recipe again? So, the greens are needed as a part of motors, not as a part of the standard. So that's... Let me change the colour around a bit here. So that's engines. and all this is... What I'm thinking is I might move the greens in as well. Because there's those greens, these greens, and these greens. I'll leave it for now. I need to work out maths and things. Anyways, so iron into pipes is 1. Oh, hang on. So we got load materials as stage 1. Stage 2 is like this. It will also be all the green. Batteries are actually technically possible at this point. Probably leave them out though. This one doesn't need anything. So greens plus inters. 3, 4, 5. So yellow science is on that one. So reds. And then blues. Because reds plus engines. Oh, no, I didn't spell that right. I think this is going to be eng2. So effectively do a double conversion for the first time. Plus frame plus low dense. And it'd be nice to keep it to that 5 again. I think that works. Let's put battery in there. Why not? I know I could technically do it with the previous one. So, whatever. Greens, red, blues. The sulfuric acid gets fed in at the blues, so that's not an issue. The robot frames need steel, which is going to be in the cars. Battery, green, and e-motor. Is that correct? Yep. So the greens will already be done at stage 1. The e-motors will be done as part of stage 3, and all their subcomponents done as part of stage 2, so that's fine. Battery is going to be done anytime, but going to be done at stage 3. And these ones don't actually need a sub-process, so that kind of works as well. Okay. That works then. No, I don't. No.
Sorry, I don't know them.
I wasn't speaking to her. Right. So now where does this stand me in terms of this car length? 250, 300, 310, 320, 330, 340. Why is it always one car? Like, seriously. Oh. This actually might work absolutely perfectly. I'll need to check this because, let's face it, I've messed up both the others, so I need to go and check this. But what's important for today is A, it might actually work out. Because I have got all of these set up to actually add everything in. Wow, 52 cars of copper would be required. Now, actually, to be fair, if I do that, so I up that by 60, so I need to take 60 off that, which is what, 284? Equals, that's times 9, equals that times 5. Providing that number is positive, then that means this will work out. Perfect. So I could probably go, what, 200? 264. Because that drops my per minutes down. Cool. I think that would work. So I can do it in 5 stops, doing a very similar system to before. Copper will need to be fed in like the stone was before. There's no... there is actually technically some copper here, but... bah. That's all I'm going to say to that. I actually need a lot more iron this time, which is a bit surprising. Steel isn't actually like a particularly big part of this one. Wire is unsurprisingly very high. Because let's face it, wire is the thing you use constantly. Like, there's a reason why if I put production on, do it all the time, wire is like significantly bigger than everything else. 70,000 a minute I've averaged so far. Like, that is a terrifying amount. The thing is, it's not even like I haven't used it all. It's just bonkers. Anyways, so I think that works out. As I said, I need to go check all the numbers. I'll do that offline. I'm not doing that now. But the important thing is this, which means I can do it in the same 9 stops as before. So if I pull my fingers out on the screen again, so that'll be... So, that'll be 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'd need a 9th somewhere. I could go up higher, because I'm sure if I do half of one of these... Hang on. Add tag. Fingers. Go there. I go like half of that, which is what? There. Yeah, that would work. I only need one more. I could totally go up to like this line with the train. I could even technically go do squigglies in the middle. No reason I couldn't. There's a massive patch of water here, and it'd be kind of cool to have a very water-based train. So, there's options, is the important thing. I need... one more nuclear fuel, because I'm about to take this train up. I'll put it back down again. Right. Right. That's where we're starting. It's officially been decided. I do like these railway bridges, they are cool. I just thought actually, why am I putting railway bridges on? I need to put landfill in here. Hang on, we're going too far. I need to take all these back and place tons of landfill. Oh no. That was not what I meant to happen. Right, there we go. Landfill. Let's turn you off so I don't lose you all into the thingy. Then I want you. Let's go that big for now. Let's make this like significantly bigger. Yeah, that'll do. Right. Moving on. Let's go pick up some more track while I'm in. Where am I going? Robots, you're not doing very well today, are you? So I'll probably oversize this very slightly. Oh. Not quite that much though. What are we going back to? There. I'll go back to like the start of these trees. The last thing I need to do is to get the train on here to go this way. And do that. Do I think that entire train will uncoil onto there? Probably. Hang on. I have no idea. 6,500 meters. Is that enough? I'll find out the hard way. I mean, let's face it, by the time it actually gets here, I'll have more track down, so I can move it a little bit further. Don't know how, but I always manage to pick quite good routes through, like, the big assemblers that are dotted around. We're getting there. It's going to be actually the first time I've done something here, which is the first time I've gone around three sides of a... No, it's not. Ignore me. I was going to say, the first time we've gone around three sides and then realised actually the red, green, blue went around three sides. Out, lost robots. I completely underestimate how big these trains are. It's got a fair distance to go, but I don't really feel very confident that's actually like gonna not mess up somehow. I just don't want it to load up with nuclear fuel because that's just a pain in the ass. Right. Going across the ocean. For now, I'll just... do I just go straight? Yeah, let's just go straight across for me. For a saving. gonna run out of track. Very much gonna run out of track, actually. Oh good, it did actually get all the way out. Not by much though, I'm glad I extended that because it might not have reached otherwise. I guess a sad moment will happen shortly then. Because I'll build my 8th train, and that's my last one. I won't need any more of the giant trains. It's actually really quite sad. Yeah. I feel like that means we're coming to the end of an era. Something like that. Maybe era is a bit strong, but it certainly represents a final something in this playthrough. Where am I going over to? Oh wait, yep. There it is. Right, that'll do. Yeah, I need to stop doing that. I need to be careful here actually, because I'm gonna like not line these up, and I can guarantee I'll just not quite line them up just in the wrong spot. So actually, let me do this. Oh, I can't because I'm not near it. Yeah. Let's go pick up robots. I think I'm going to have to go backwards on this next section, I guess. Because I do actually want them to line up. Should have actually just carried on for now. Till I'm somewhat close. Oh, I'll do. Oh, it actually placed? Question mark? Oh, I didn't think it would, because it was in... it was in, like, uncharted or unviewable area. Oh. Is that one of the features of the... Let's say features. Of the Factorio Reach, is that it lets you put stuff in there? Oh well. Fair enough. I'm not going to question it too hard. It's quite useful. Already lost it. Right. 500, good. Actually hit my second one in... Like, I've rarely hit one of those, and suddenly I've now hit 2 in a very short period of time. One more to go, I think. This also actually technically means, because if number 5's over here, hang on, I do that. Oh, I could technically start number 1 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In that phase, this is actually useful. I may have just found my solution. Yeah. If I line it up at number 5 and go backwards along the train, I can technically get 1 through to 9, or 1 through to 5 easily placed. Alright, there we go. I'm back. So, 5 is going to be in this corner, basically. I may as well get the train running around. I just need to make sure I don't run into myself. Right, stop there. Lots of wood. Train stop. May as well put it right on the end, hadn't I? That one goes there. I want a yellow sciencey icon. That one. Tick. Let's add that in. Got through number 1, where number 1's going to be set. Delete these again quickly, can't I? Delete, 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 delete. It's also giving me a good gauge, because theoretically, if it, depending on where it stops, will help me gauge how much extra track I'm going to need. Hopefully, like I said, it stops here. In which case I need kind of, I don't know, to do like that or something in the middle. I probably should have, like, yeah, whatever. In theory, about the halfway mark, these should therefore cross over. But we're about, yeah, probably about half. Maybe a little bit less than half a train. Yeah, so I definitely need more track. Probably need more track. Ah, beautiful. I couldn't have timed that better if I tried. Oh dear. Right. One, 2, 3, 4. I actually probably don't need that much extra track to get all 9 in. The 9th would end up like pretty close here. That gives me an idea actually. Let me, I mean, I'm going to use them in this configuration. Let me just go put the stops along. Effectively what I'm going to do is run along, get to the point where one is, and just put one down in the right spot. Go there. shouldn't be. So there it is. Three. I've already got a diagonal here. No, I can't. There's the next one. Somewhere up here should be the last one. Let's go there, and that should be it. Yeah. Right, so what I want to test is if I plonk you down here, let's say, yellow signs. Okay, I'm not going completely crazy, am I? There it is. This will be number 9. What I want to see is, where does the train stop now? Meanwhile, I'm going to go and place all of these down. One. 2. 3. And because if it stops really close to here, well, if kind of the 5th stop is pretty close to here, it should actually, like, work quite well. Let's see how it goes. I don't know how, if this will actually work or if it won't. I suspect if I got from here across to here, no, I don't know. We'll see. It'd be quite nice though if this actually kind of worked. But I'm hoping that maybe I need a little bit more track in here, but not like tons. Yeah, I think I'm going to be quite a lot short, aren't I? Like a whole train length short. That's a shame. Yeah, I'm pretty much a whole train, aren't I, short? Ah, oh well. Let's just... Passenger present. Right. Well, that is mildly annoying. It means I have to take all this track back up and then probably add in, like, cross to here, and up to here. Something like that. To get this extra bit in. I mean, I could technically go up here like this, I guess. Yeah, I might do that. A bit more interesting. Meanwhile, I'm going to stand here and get rid of wood. Because don't I love doing that. All 8,000 of it that's in my inventory. Oh, how lucky am I? Hang on. Pick some of you up because I'm going to need quite a lot of you. You should have restocked. So I can grab another batch. I'm going to throw some of them in there because that's what it does. How are we doing? Train is moving. Yeah, 3,000 meters to go. Doesn't take too long. Almost. Take that up, don't I? Right. Let me start off by grabbing some more fuel. What I need to do is pick up all this track. And a ton of fish at the same time. I kind of knew this was coming, but I kind of hoped I was going to get away with it. Oh well. Far across, am I? Yeah, halfway. Robots. Thank you. Should really just be like putting this on blacklist so I stop getting fish. No, apparently that doesn't actually work. Fair enough. What I was doing then? Oh, what was at the other side? That'll do. I need to get on land so I can get out, turn the train around. Yeah, you know what, sort of. Because I can. I'll turn the train around this way. Problem solved. Alright, I actually want this to go back out a little bit further, don't I? To there, I guess? Oh, I'm just going to clip the land. Can't be had. It's on the land, it needs to be normal track. I don't know why it needs to be normal, so I'll get to here and go down from there. Let's do that. Right. I said, I don't know why I'm making that rule, but I'm making that rule. Let me see. Probably don't need to go too far down, actually. Because I've S'd this, I get the up, the down, and the up. That makes sense. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Didn't mean to do that. Let me just roll back to there quick. Right, there we go. Let's see if I can make this somewhat symmetrical. Ooh, I may have actually, like, done this quite well. If I got about there, that's probably about right. Finger measure, finger measure. Anything can actually go back a bit, about there. Finger measure. Perfect. Well, as perfect as this is going to get. And I'm out of track. Problem solved. So I've discovered this actually works. Let's just do that. Weird that works. It must be something with one of the like Factorio Reach or something that works. Allows that to do that. Right. And we're back. Right. I may as well test this just in case it actually works. Not that I'm expecting it to. Passenger present. Go! I'm actually going to run. I'm just going to sit in the train and follow. Because I can. Quite literally, just because I can. Picked up a lot of fish. There we go. Because what this wants to be is really close to here. And the reason I'm kind of like sitting in it is because when I get close, I'll stop the train and then I'll edge it up to here because that'll then give me my final position for this guy. Assuming it works. Just got hope that when I added that much, I think it should be enough. That should work. Just using the basic, hold my finger up and go, yeah, I think that's about the right amount. It might even be a bit too much, so I might find 9 is like here. That is my prediction. And now watch as it completely fails and it's nowhere near there. Because of course it will. Ooh. So I've got 4. Is that actually, have I not quite got enough? Let's train into manual mode. I'm getting quite close to where I want to actually stop. Right, how did I do? Ooh, that wasn't a bad estimation. And I have added just enough track. I'm very happy with that. Right. Now the only problem is I've now got to find a way of getting a stop out here. Minor issue. Yeah, I didn't think about that, did I? Is this only one of them I've got that issue with? Yeah, because that one's... I wonder if I should just, like, build a piece of track out here so I can actually, like, get there with the train. Because then I can demolish the track again. And there's no evidence I ever went out there. Yeah, that worked. I'll go with that. Oh, no. Oh, yes. I can just about see the train. No! It's not going to let me place it. You did let me place on those. Ah. Near it landfill. That's almost disappointing. Right. Nope, apparently that is still deep water. There we go. Right. I'll have to go check that, and I need to go around there anyways, so I need to go all the way back around. So I just need to go double check that's actually in the right spot. If not, I need to move the train. Okay, I'm picking these up as I go now. Yeah, that's spot on. That's exactly where I wanted it. In fact, it's actually, like, really spot on. Like, really spot on. A bit shocking. I must say, is it something that I've gotten better at doing this? Because this isn't taking me as long as it has previous times. Stop being there to me pick up. Right. You sit there. That is number 6. Oops. What the hell was that? Oh, I was trying to mine that. Right. That was number 7. Now 8 is, of course, the challenge one. Because I can't get out on deep water. I need to build a train out there to get out there. So, I think what I'm going to do... Grab you. Grab you. Grab some more nuclear fuel. Oh, come on. Really? Like, really? Can't even do anything about that because the train's the wrong way around. Aw, really? All the things that stump me. That stumps me. I think because I didn't use the nuclear fuel, it just reappears in my inventory. Yep, that's where I need to be. I need to do that. And put you down. And that is number 8. Perfect. Now, nobody will ever know I did this because I'm going to delete all the track. Pretend nothing ever happened. Nobody saw anything. Oh yeah, right. Why has it got no stop there? Oh, I bet I know why. There we go. It was just outside of radar range. Right. However, that is spot on. Right. Let's move you to 1. What next? Bah. I don't know. I'm gonna go back to the thingy and grab more, dump off stuff and grab other stuff from. Don't need my train. Sorry, train. Oh, I can also build my last big train, can't I? Don't cross the track, because we know how that goes. It doesn't usually end well. I think the other thing I can test is I can send the other big train up this way and see where it lands. Yeah. Because I know approximately where, well, I know where the station's going to be. The first station is going to be. Yeah. And yes, I know I could use the robots for this. I don't know why I'm doing it like this. Right. Yellow. Go. Right, where's my yellow train? Ooh. Ah, I know why. That's fine. This will be 3.2 million, same. Okay, that's fine, because the issue is I have not connected these end bits of track. Which effectively needs one of these things on it. I don't think I can grab that, can I? No. Perfect. That should mean that train is now moving. No, because I told it to move. Empty cargo. Okay. That'll allow me to test that. I could actually run back through the solar panels, couldn't I? What a terrible idea. Not a great idea, not a terrible idea. There we go. Perfect. When am I actually going to pop out? In the middle of frickin' nowhere, so I need to... Oh, it appears it's night time. There we go. Right. So, I have no idea what I'm thinking. I think this is more an efficient setup though. I haven't got quite as much excess track considering like it's not moved very far between 9 and 1. So I think I'm kind of proud of that. I do need to find a way of putting this onto 9 though. So I might... Oh. Yeah, I'll do something. I think, however, what I need to do now is run power poles from here up to here and then go all the way down the middle. So let's get, oh no, let's say 300 power poles. And then let's run off. Actually, no. One thing I need to do first. Get the robots running. Wow. Not quite all of them built. Get in there. There it goes. And that, very sadly, is the final train. Oh, I do actually feel quite sad about that. Oh. I mean, it's cool, but it is sad to think that that is the final one I need to build. Let's demolish all this track. For the umpteenth time, which I'll then probably place down again, because I do. But yeah. I mean, let's face it, it's still going to take me like 3 weeks to actually get to the point where I'm actually kind of vaguely done with it. And actually I can then run the system. But I still need to work out what the hell I'm going to do in terms of loading and unloading here. Because at the moment what I'm thinking is using the littler chests. What are they called? Storehouses. And effectively unloading, probably just with green inserters into those. But then what I'm thinking is I want an amount of a buffer, if that makes sense. So what I'm thinking is effectively I put some buffer chests around which contain, I don't know how much, an amount of science. Like, that should be enough that this thing could run off, fill up, and then come all the way back again. It's kind of where I'm going with this, I think. Grab that. Oh. Me. Oh, I like that. I just realised I could have just carried on going straight up, couldn't I? Well, too late now. Because I could have gotten to the end of this track and then gone from there. I need to know how many like items are on this map now. There must be a lot, even in just like train. Right. So basically got 3 of them stacked up in that. So hold on. Let's just do this the old-fashioned way. Right, that's the length of the train. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It actually might be fine. That'll be nice. Yeah, that wasn't what I meant to do. Alright, let me do that. Do that. That'll give me the starting point to use. Perfect. Right, let me also move this train to about here. The reason I'm doing that is, again, I'll just run along and place the stops when it's actually in its correct final spot. Because apparently that's actually quite an efficient method of doing it. And don't stand on the track because the train is going to kill me. And it will kill me because it always does. Hello, train. My train. Okay. Let's go up from here. Nope. Let me run to there. And then let me go all the way along here. In theory, this should work. This will allow me to put power all the way along here so I can do stuff. And of course I need to get power to the end anyways, so that's fine. And I'm out of power poles. Lovely. Come here, more power poles. Right. Just to make sure it's nice and neat. Do that. Ooh, is that actually going to make a nice square? It does. How nice of it. Right. There we go. Right. Okay. So, what resources do I need? I need... Where have my Excel spreadsheet's gone? Who are you tracking? Yeah, fair way to go yet. Let me go down to like there. You've got like a whole one bit to go. Okay. Let me go pick this up because they're kind of rare. Considering on the entire map there's only like a handful of them. Right. So, I need... I'm going to do this properly. No. Thank you. Thank you, Windows. Hopefully that should now appear. So, I need iron, steel, copper, wire, and oil. Now I have the choice of do I do coal liquefaction or do I do whatever I'm doing, or actual crude oil processing. Now this time I do need lubricant, but I really don't need much lubricant. Oh, there might not be quite enough space. Where do it stops before about here? There then. Yeah, I don't need much lubricant. But the nice thing about using coal liquefaction is because lubricant's kind of heavy oil and therefore lubricant is the primary, I can guarantee stocks. But I can also guarantee stocks of lubricant by just having a lot of lubricant barreled up. Because that's what I need to do, is I need to barrel all the lubricant. And barrel all sulfuric acid, because of course I need that this time. Because that then all gets loaded into the train along with everything else. So yeah. Something like that. Did I overshoot? Of course I did. By quite a long way, actually. That's annoying. Because now that means I have to run you literally all the way back around again. It's going to be a nightmare because you're going to be horrendously long. 24,000 meters. Coal liquefaction or oil. Considering how little oil I need. I have to go up here, don't I? How little oil I need for the lubricant. I think I'll just leave it this time. I might have to... I will probably, just for the sake of doing it, do... coal liquefaction for the white science. Because, of course, you need all of the light oil for thingy things. Whatever they're called. Rocket fuel. And, of course, you need a little bit of lubricant, I think. You need lubricant. What do the robo parts take? Where the hell are the robo parts? Whoop. They're not something actually listed. Yeah. No. There we go. Rocket part. Low density structures are plastic. Rocket control units are what? Plastic and sulfuric acid. Because effectively it's red, greens, and blues. Rocket fuel, of course, light oil. So I still don't need, so I don't need lubricant in that, but I do need quite a lot of light oil. In which case, using the coal liquefaction is probably a benefit. So, partly because I want to do it, and partly because I can, I'm going to do that. How are you doing? Nope, coming back up. Cool. This map is a bit crazy at this point. I mean, you can see how scuffed this initial one was, can't you? And of course, I've still got the potential scuff up here. But yeah, if that's completely 100% stable, which theoretically it should be, I don't need to do anything extra. It just concerns me this has gone up. But like I said, I don't know whether or not there was extra steel in it, from the messed up first run when I ran the second one. So there might have been extra steel in it, in which case that would explain why it's suddenly appeared. More trackers appeared, let's say. But I'll know that by the next time I stream, because that'll be Thursday. And by then it'll run a lot of cycles, and if that's gone up, then I know I've got a problem. In which case I need to run the feedback loop from here, up here somewhere, to feed the steel back through. I also need to get around to running one of the script things to even out my map edges, because it's going to annoy me that they're so weird. Where are you up to? Oh, you're getting there. Almost back round where you need to be. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to use oil in that case. There is oil here next to the water, which is useful. That means I don't have to ship water very far. I could theoretically put the water here and, sorry, the thingy here, oil here, and then water just drag in from here, which would be nice. There's also steel here and uranium nearby, which I need for various. The only thing I haven't really got is coal. There is coal, however, in the middle, so I could train that across. Especially since I'm planning to make a train network in here. Now, plenty of copper. Not much iron, though. Weirdly, I've managed to kind of exclude all my iron reserves. I'm going to have this one, which I will be using anyways. And let's face it, more steel and more iron are relatively easy to do, because I only need 30,000 iron a minute. Even if I up that to 36,000 a minute, it's still only like a few. Does this thing work? Yes, it does. These are, I need one of these. And like one of these. So I don't need a lot of steel. I don't need a lot of iron, so there's plenty on that patch to get iron. Wire is 800,000, so that's a lot. Sorry, 86,000. What does this one do, which is like almost fully supercharged? Oh, loads. So they only need one of those still. I of course need copper for the low density structures somewhere, but I think what were those done? They were number 4, weren't they? Could do them number 3 though. The reason I'm saying that is because I have a big patch of copper there. And that's right near where I'd be building. So it's kind of useful. And of course there's other copper that I need. I don't need any stone. There's millions of uraniums around here, but I don't need those. So yeah, I think that would potentially work. Oil. Uranium for the power. Radium for the nuclear fuel thingies. Iron ore. Plenty of copper. Yeah, that feels too simple somehow. I actually got that pretty close. Right, there we go. Right. Now let's just run along. Hopefully not miss the actual trains because they're hidden through trees. There's one. Two. Where did that actually finally stop? Oh, a little bit short. Quite a way short, actually. So that's fine. More than enough space in this track. In fact, I could probably lose some of the track, but yeah. At this point, I'm not too worried about that. Oops. 3. Four. Number 5. Right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll. Item. 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 Yellow. Yellow. Larger than equal to. Larger than equal to. Larger than equal to. 64 million. 96 million. 12, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 million. There you go. One. Perfect. Now I'll definitely be using this system again. Do I dare try and cross the train tracks? No, let's go all the way down because I'm not that far from the train head. And I'm going to copy paste the loading system from here. Because it works. And I don't really have a reason to change that. I think it's the most efficient way I could do it, so I'm happy with it. Let's face it, there's not that many ways of loading this many train cars quickly. Let's do that. Now I need to stay on this side of the track and not cross back down. This actually weirdly feels a bit cheaper. And it requires a lot. It actually might be somewhat cheaper. That's unexpected. This is a really long way over here. There we go. Come here. Oh god, how am I going to position this? I'm going to have to wait for the train to come back. Because I don't know how to actually position this without it. I need to be able to see... Oh god. Aside from that, I've got an issue that I actually need to run thingy all the way across. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to handle that. But at least for now, what I need to do is go and put landfill along this section here. One, so a bunch of you. There we go. Now I'm going to pick all these up. Replace it with track. Come on, train. Come on, robots. I'll just go dump landfill over here. Yep, because I'm going to need to put lots down there, so I feel no shame with doing that. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to place this. Like, it's a bit too big. Does that work? No, but not far off. Hang on. Let me stand right there. Oh, I think I got that spot on. I'm kind of proud of myself for that. I'm instantly going to run out of these. Of those. I'm also going to run out of these very quickly. I'm probably going to run out of a few other things as well on the way. Oh, I even got the width of this spot on. That I am proud of. Out of these. Did that just say Charlie Brown? Hmm. There we go. Awesome. It's almost like I planned it. Almost. No, I was going to say I could actually go over here and get iron. Actually, I was like, I can just use that iron. Like, why do I need to do any more iron than that? Right. I could even technically use these irons and run these on top, but yeah. Okay. Right. What do I need to do next? I want to unload a bunch of stuff. Probably reload a bunch of stuff. Let's go around the pond this time. Right. So I guess I need lots of beacons. I don't need that many power poles. $400, $400. Let's go 100. 100. There we go. Right. I am apparently completely out of special reduce. How many like are in that? Oh, that's why. Got some more special reduce in there. Because this is going to be raping the. Yeah. As usual, the gears are struggling. I need to do something about this. I really should. Like, what could I do though? Effectively, what I need to do is allow it to stack up multiple trains. And I've actually put the train limit to 2 on this. I guess in theory if I go like that, I can get a second train. I might do that. As much as it does work, it is kind of annoying. One, two. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No kiddie train. That should be fine. There's enough space to put that on the right side. Right, cool. Effectively, all I do is put an arithmetic one of you down. I take L. By 2. Output L. Do that. That gives me 2. So in theory, that should keep a much more constant cycle of them running through. I think the other thing that's worth doing is massively upping you to like 120. And in theory, I should put an extra one of these in to allow for extra weighting. No, actually, I don't really need to do that, do I? All I need to do is make sure you're copied. And then just get some trains, because I need what? Let's go 4 trains. Let's go 8 cars. I stepped outside the grid. I can't go stuff. There we go. 1. Put you back to 0. You back to 0. Then I need to meet fuel, which is of course going to get stolen from me. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be enough. Paste, 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 paste. Load. Load. And effectively, the reason this should work is because although it won't be able to load them all and have them stacked up, there is space to stack enough trains in. There should be 5 now. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots. So it should be fine. And this should help me with keeping a nice consistent amount of gears in the system. For the first time ever. That looks like that should work then. Makes me wonder if I should have like 2 loading stations. Or put like extra load lanes in so it loads faster. Because at the moment effectively it's just matching. But like I am depleting that stock, so I might should probably leave it, shouldn't I? I think the thing I should do is go put extra things in here in case all 4 of them end up stacked, and so it doesn't go on the onto the main line, because that would be bad. Thankfully, because the way this one's set up, I can actually do it relatively easily. Just delete all of these. There we go. Alright, that allows all 4 of them to be stacked up just in case. Cool. That should therefore work. I think this entire system basically never runs, does it? Yeah. Oh, because we're making low density structures, won't it? Somewhere. Where's low density structures? No, low density structures are made here, aren't they? Where do these end up? Oh, there is a little bit of copper used, isn't there? Say a little bit, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those are actually used. One. Batteries, I guess. Oh no. Solar panels. There you go then. Up here. That one's not being used. This one must be going up to batteries then. Yeah, it's going up to batteries. Okay. So he's actually getting used a little bit of copper. Just not this copper. I don't think this train has ever stopped it. Has it managed to actually start stocking up? That's cool. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. It's starting to actually run. They're actually starting to somewhat back up, which is kind of cool. Yeah, so this will work better when all the trains are kind of in the right spot. I think. Eventually. Maybe. Possibly. Probably not. The next time I come back and have to dump a load of work on this, it should actually work quite nicely. It's a shame these things don't track how far they actually move, because it'd be kind of cool if there's like a statistic on these of like how many kilometers they've actually moved. Well, I think I got sidetracked successfully there. Anyways. Yeah, anyways, moving on. So. That is you done. Screen setup. I need to delete that. So I can put 6, 7, 8, 9. This needs to be of a certain condition of G is larger than 0. And time passed. What am I doing? 2:30. This needs a time passed and a passenger present, just because I need to control it. Time passed. 2:30. Passenger present. 2:30. Passenger present. Time passed. It's not an issue. Right. Passenger present. I also know I need to put like a item condition on there, but I don't know which of the 3 items is going to be a stock issue of yet. Yeah, because I'm kind of avoiding doing the next step right at this moment because I need to double check my maths before I really do that. I just don't have confidence in it. It's scary how many, like, how many these things actually consume. Like, the gears are just destroyed constantly. Kind of funny, really. stone being used for? Oh, railways, yeah. I kind of wish that, like, I kind of set this up so that it would, dump into, like, a chest here, rather than here. I actually could do that, couldn't I? And then recycle it back into the... I might do that. Come on, robot. Right. Then I put you on. Basically, it just gives me an overflow. If there's, for any reason, any excess other than this, the robot's going nuts. God, that made the logistics bots go nuts, didn't it? Anyways. Yeah, because what I'm thinking is I could then divert this into this system somehow. I have no idea how. I really don't know how I'm going to do that. Because eventually what I'd need to do is put a second station in that this kind of loads into. And somehow then create a prioritization that if... I could do that, couldn't I? Why not? Bye. Bye. Do this. Then if I put one of you down. And then effectively do something I do quite regularly. Is that. Two, three. Like that. Then what I do is put a circuit condition. Basically says, the other thing I need is 2 trains. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. It'll make more sense in a minute. 2 nuclear fuel needed 2. This logistics bots can actually like handle sending me stuff. I don't know why I'm doing all this optimization pretty much at the end of the build, but I'm just kind of getting sidetracked. Part of it's because I kind of don't want to deal with like the next part of the big build because I haven't checked the maths, and so I'm just optimizing for the sake of optimizing before I go to bed. Something tells me that all those robots are caught up in the charging mess. But what I'm thinking circuit-wise is actually I put a train limit on this, that when basically only a train can park there when there's one parked here. Sorry, I'm pointing at the screen. A train can only enter here when there's one parked here. And this will allow this to reload. So what speed do these things run at? 34. I don't think I need anywhere near that number. Stone. Let's do 1 hour. 8.8k. So yeah, there's enough speed in here. It doesn't actually matter. So. Have I got my trains yet? Okay, cool. 2, so 0, 0, 0. Yep. So that then loads into that. Then what I do, put one of you down. Right. And then what you do is read stop train when T is larger than 0, output an L, and yeah. Does that work? Because that train's not stopped there. It isn't. Well, that should now be on 0 because there isn't a train. In theory, I have to wait for that to want to unload. I don't remember what you would be set to. What are you set to? 30,000. So I need another 2,000 to go. How much stone have I been using? 8.4k per minute. But somewhere here is that. Isn't there? Okay. So that's going to be double-ish. So what, every 5 minutes one of those trains runs? We're at 3 minutes, so within 2 minutes one of these trains should move like that. So yeah, enable train limit 0, because there's no train here to prioritize picking this up. Again, I'm going to do this to make sure there's actually space to hold all the trains. Yeah, that train should now wait here. Until it can fill that up. Let me just trick the system a sec. I want to see if it actually works. I know why. Right, there it goes. That's what I wanted. It will always prioritize that train. Take those out quick. That's what I wanted. It'll prioritize that stop, which is unloading all of this. Nice and quickly, actually. Cool. I'm happy with that. That's a nice little upgrade. Help me recycle that stuff. The coal and the wood I'm still happy just to burn. Sod it. Don't care. Bluntly. Right. Nice little touch. Just a couple of little optimizations really helps it. That's got a fair amount of stuff in it. You guys have stacked up properly. Which is what I wanted. And that should mean that capacity is increased. Right. In that case, you can get stopped. Which will stop all this running in a minute. And then I'm going to start this train again. You're already at 4, so you just do 5, don't you? Yeah. Cool. And then next time I'll have checked my maths, which I'll do tomorrow. Try and make sure I don't make any more silly mistakes. I'll probably go around and cleared all my trees out. At least the bulk of the trees out. And then things will be ready to run. Should be awesome. I need to get around to like sorting this thing out because it isn't. I have no idea how I'm going to make it work. I'll work it out at some point. Yeah, I'm quite proud of this map so far. I think it's working well, even if it's a bit UPS unfriendly. As the UPS just tanks. I mean, it was going to be unfriendly considering the size of these trains and the amount of stuff I'm moving around in like single bulk. It's not like this is a consistent load. It's really, really spiky. And there's a lot of stuff moving in each spike. So yeah. Well, down to 36. Oh well, I'm going to end it at that. I'm going to let the game run, because apparently it needs to. I'll be back on Thursday. So yeah, I'll see everyone then. Bye.